Capable women.
Eyewitness weather forecast.
And 6:09 is now the time on your early Thursday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed tracking your eyewitness weather forecast, including more lake effect snow impacting travel, as well as persistent cold that will be with us at least through the start of next week. Let's take a live look, or a look now, I should say, at our current lake effect snow alerts. There's a lot to unpack here, so let's get right to it. The one that's currently in effect right now is the lake effect snow warning that you see in that teal color for southern Oneida, as well as all of Madison County. That's in effect through 7 a.m. tomorrow morning. What's also in effect through tomorrow morning is a winter weather advisory for the same reason for southern Herkimer County, where you have seen as much as 2 to 5 inches of snow, or at least by the time it's all said and done, you will see that a little bit more in portions of Madison, Oneida counties. And then this winter weather advisory for northern Oneida County, as well as Jefferson and Oswego counties, that goes from 4 a.m. tomorrow morning through 1 a.m. on Saturday morning for the next round of lake effect snow. Then for round 3, we do have a winter storm watch in that blue color for Lewis County, and that's in effect from Saturday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. So a lot to process here. I understand that. Right now we are seeing some snow, however, in downtown Utica. Current temperature 20 degrees, but because the winds are out of the west at around 15 miles an hour, we are seeing a feels like temperature of 6. So it's bitterly cold outside. Make sure to protect yourself as well as your pets if it's too cold for you to be out there. It's certainly too cold for them. We're also dealing with wind gusts out there up to 21 miles an hour. I'll talk more about the wind gusts coming up in just a second, but temperatures across the region, mainly in the middle and upper teens, but we do have some low teens up toward the north, like Old Forge right now at 11 degrees. And thankfully, temperatures will be a little bit warmer for our Friday than they were today. Still below average for this time of year. We'll top out in the middle and upper 20s for most of us, with snow showers through most of the day, and it'll feel like the teens to around 20 for most of the day with the wind, but again, warmer than the upper teens to lower 20s that we had for most of our Thursday. Winds are currently out of the west right now at around 10 to 20 miles an hour. A little bit higher than that as you head toward Lake Ontario and the Port City of Oswego. We're seeing sustained winds up to 24, and we'll see gusts tomorrow. We'll see again winds, sustained winds are around 10 to 20 out of the west and northwest, but there will be gusts of 20 to 25, maybe 30, 35 miles an hour at times. So that combined with the snow will not only reduce visibility, but also make it feel a lot colder. Again, feeling like the teens tomorrow. We're dealing with the steadiest snow on the thruway corridor from Utica over toward the Salt City of Syracuse and then up toward Lowville as well. It is quite moderate to heavy in some cases. We've got the winds out of the west-northwest. We're in pressure gradient between this high pressure off toward our west and this low pressure off toward the east, but back toward the west, another area of low pressure is moving in, and that's what's going to keep lake effect snow shower chances through the forecast through at least the weekend. We'll see a break from it during the overnight hours, but during the day tomorrow it moves back toward the north. So you may not see snow from the thruway on south at 7 a.m., but you will see some of it. Looks like the steadiest and heaviest will shift its way back toward the north as opposed to today, whereas further to the south, Madison, Oneida counties, mainly tomorrow it'll be focused on northern Oneida County, where you will see temperatures in the upper 20s to maybe right around 30 degrees, backing into the teens at night, and then we could see another 3 to 6 inches, maybe slightly higher than that, over portions of northern Oneida and Lewis County. Have the greatest potential of seeing 4 inches or more of snow Saturday into Sunday, and then it looks like we'll finally get a break and some warmer temperatures as we head into next week. We just have to get through the weekend first. Dorian, back to you.
Yeah, I can't wait for some of those warmer temperatures.
Eyewitness weather forecast.
And 10:16 is now the time on your late Thursday evening. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed tracking more lake effect snow showers that will impact travel, and we will see persistent cold at least through the start of next week as well. Let's first take a look at the latest lake effect snow warnings. There's a lot to process here, I understand that, and so let's get right to it. The winter weather advisory in the purple for southern Herkimer County, that goes until tomorrow morning. So does the lake effect snow warning that you see here in the teal color for southern Oneida as well as Madison counties through 7 a.m. And then tomorrow morning at 4 a.m., the winter weather advisory for northern Oneida County kicks in for the second round of lake effect snow that we're expecting over the next couple of days. And then round 3 moves in Saturday afternoon through Sunday afternoon. And for that time frame, Oswego, Jefferson, Lewis County under a winter storm watch, where you could see more than 6 inches of snow over the weekend. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where we're dealing with currently mostly cloudy skies. It is quite cold out there, though. Temperature 18, but with a west-northwesterly wind at 13 miles an hour. It's making it feel like 5. and those wind chill or feels like values will be on either side of 0 later on tonight. We're also dealing with gusts up to 21 miles an hour at the present time. Up toward the north, we're dealing with temperatures that are into the lower and middle teens, mid to upper teens from the valley on toward the south at the present time. And as far as our Friday is concerned, we'll see temperatures making their way into the middle and upper 20s with snow showers and a strong westerly wind at that as well. But that's warmer than actually it was for most of our Thursday, although with the wind, it'll feel like it's in the teens once again for most of the day. Speaking of the wind right now, it is again largely out of the west and northwest at around 5 to 15 miles an hour, a little bit stronger as you head off toward the east. However, Johnstown at 17 for that current wind. We'll be dealing with gusts tomorrow once again of 30 to 35 miles an hour at times out of the west and northwest. So again, just adding to that chill factor on top of the already below normal temperatures. So we're dealing with still some light to moderate pockets of lake effect snow, especially from the 90 corridor down toward the south. Some of that concentrated right around the Hamilton area in Madison County at the present time. We've got several more systems to go off toward the south and the west that have to move through, so we'll keep lake effect snow chances in the forecast for the next couple of days. Ditto for those cold temperatures. Overnight tonight, we will see a break from the lake effect snow. According to the Futurecast, I think it is a little bit overdone on the amount of clearing that we will see in terms of the lake effect snow, but nonetheless, tomorrow morning we will see the lake effect snow redevelop off the eastern and southeastern end of Lake Ontario. Thus, this time the towns to the north of the Thruway in northern Oneida County will be dealing with lake effect snow. And so you could see another 2 to 4, maybe 6 inches of snow through your Friday. Temperatures across the area tomorrow, again, running in the middle and upper 20s to lower 30s, and then dropping into the teens at night with variably cloudy skies, some snow showers out there. And then there could be as much as, again, another 3 to 6 inches, maybe possibly higher than that, between now and tomorrow at midnight. Another 4 to 8 possible for portions of Lewis County and northwestern Oneida through the weekend. We finally get a break from the lake effect snow by the time we head toward Tuesday. It's mostly cloudy and still cold. And then we'll see temperatures running in the upper 30s to around 40, so that means rain, not snow, for Wednesday and Thursday of next week. Dorian, back to you.
Yeah, Jordan, I'm
Your eyewitness weather forecast.
About 10 minutes after 11 p.m. on your late Thursday evening, I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking more lake effect snow and persistent cold through the weekend and into the start of next week, possibly as well. Let's take a look at our latest lake effect snow alerts. The purple area, we'll start with that. A winter weather advisory for southern Herkimer County through tomorrow morning. Same for that lake effect snow warning that's in the teal color for southern portions of Oneida and Madison County. That goes through 7 a.m. This winter weather advisory for northern Oneida County kicks in at 4 a.m. and that goes through 1 a.m. on Saturday for round 2 of lake effect snow that's going to move through in the next couple of days. And then as a result of round 3, Oswego, Jefferson, and Lewis counties under a winter storm watch in that blue color for the potential of 6 inches of snow or more between Saturday afternoon and Sunday afternoon when that watch is in effect. Right now in downtown Utica, it's a lot quieter than it was earlier this afternoon, 17 degrees with some occasional snow showers between now and let's say the next hour or two. Winds out of the west at 12 miles an hour, however, making it feel like 4 degrees. And by the time you wake up tomorrow morning, we'll have wind chill values on either side of 0. So even if you're not seeing lake effect snow when you set out the door tomorrow morning, it is going to be quite cold. So be mindful of that for your morning commute. Temperatures up toward the north. Look at Old Forge, 8 degrees right now. It is 10 degrees over in Lake Pleasant. The rest of us into the lower, if not the middle teens out there right now. But again, because of that west-northwesterly breeze, it feels like the single digits for many of us. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures a little bit warmer than it was for most of our Thursday when we had highs in the upper teens to the lower and mid 20s. Tomorrow we'll make our way into the mid and upper 20s. However, because of that west-northwesterly breeze, around 10 to 20, gusting higher than that. It'll feel like it's in the teens to low 20s again for most of the day with those snow showers, otherwise variably cloudy skies. Speaking of the winds, they're again out of the west-northwest right now at around 5 to 15 miles an hour with occasionally higher gusts. And we will see higher gusts again during the day tomorrow out of the west-northwest. Could see gusts as high as 20 to 30 miles an hour. And you're noticing the heaviest snow, the steadiest at least I should say, from the 90 corridor down toward the south. Madison, Shenango, Otsego counties. It'll continue to drift its way toward the south over the next hour or so before it moves back toward the north off the southeastern end of Lake Ontario by tomorrow morning. So we've got several areas of low pressure off toward the west, keeping the lake effect snow shower chances in the forecast through at least the weekend. So you'll notice, there we go at 7 a.m. It's from the thruway up toward the north over portions of Oneida, Lewis County, maybe into Herkimer County as well. And that's where it's expected to stay through most of the day tomorrow. It looks like portions of Oswego, northwestern Oneida County is where the heaviest snow is going to occur. It was a little bit further to the south today. I'll have the accumulation coming up for you in just a second. But we will see, again, temperatures on the chilly side for this time of year, even though they were a little bit warmer than they were today. Temperatures, again, tomorrow in the upper 20s to maybe right around 30 degrees, dropping in the teens at night. And in that blue color, northwestern Oneida County, there could be as much as 6 to 8 inches of snow, with another 4 to 8 inches possible to the southeast of Lake Ontario for Saturday into Sunday. So we'll keep an eye on that for you. Sunday is also the start of Hanukkah. It looks like to get off to a cold start around 19 before we moderate into the upper 30s to around 40 by the middle of next week with some rain. Dorian, back to you.
Thank you, Jordan. Eyewitness News.